Imagine this 500,000 miles above Earth, a mysterious blinding light tears open space itself. But instead of pulling everything in like a black hole, it's pushing matter out at the speed of light. Radiation, cosmic debris, energy beyond anything we've ever seen. This isn't science fiction. It's the terrifying reality of a white hole. And if it opened near Earth, the consequences would be nothing short of apocalyptic. So, what if that happened today? Quote, Part 1. What is a white hole? We've all heard of black holes, those cosmic monsters that suck in everything around them, even light itself. But what if there was an opposite force? Something just as powerful, but in reverse. That's a white hole. It's a theoretical object that doesn't pull matter and it ejects it violently and relentlessly. If a black hole is a trapdoor to nowhere, a white hole might be the cosmic fire hose spraying matter back into space. Picture it, an invisible sphere, maybe 10 miles wide, blasting radiation, particles, even entire star systems, across the universe at near light speed. Some scientists believe a white hole could be the exit point of a black hole connected by a wormhole. Others think it could be the birthplace of a new universe. One thing's for sure, no matter can enter a white hole. Not a rock, not a spaceship, not even a photon. It's the one place in the universe where physics says, you shall not pass. And if one ever appeared near Earth, it would rewrite everything we think we know about space and time. Before this white hole blows your mind, hit like, subscribe, and buckle up. It's about to get cosmic. Part 2. What would happen if a white hole opened near Earth? Now let's say the unthinkable happens. One day, without warning, a white hole tears open just 240,000 miles above Earth, roughly the distance to the moon. No warning signs, no gradual buildup. Just a blinding flash, and suddenly, a cosmic cannon begins blasting matter straight into our solar system. The first thing we'd notice? Radiation. Gamma rays, X-rays, and high-energy particles would flood the space between us. Satellites would begin to fail within minutes. The IS would be toast. Global communications would go dark. GPS, gone. Next, the atmosphere. That intense energy output would start to ionize our upper atmosphere, disrupting weather systems and causing electromagnetic storms across the globe. You see auroras dancing in the sky way beyond the poles. Beautiful? Maybe. But deadly. As the white hole continues to eject matter traveling at near light speed, it would begin to push against the gravitational balance of our entire solar system. That balance, which keeps Earth safely orbiting the sun, would start to falter. Chunks of cosmic debris, maybe the size of cities, would be hurled outward, smashing through anything in their path. Even if they missed Earth directly, their shockwaves would compress and heat up our atmosphere. Temperatures would spike. Crops would fail. Forests could ignite spontaneously. But it gets worse. If the white hole remains stable and continues releasing energy, Earth could be pulled into a kind of orbital tug-of-war. On one side, the sun's gravity. On the other, a white hole that won't stop throwing punches. And if Earth gets too close, it might not get torn apart instantly, but slowly violently ripped to pieces by tidal forces and radiation exposure. And here's the most terrifying part. There would be nothing we could do to stop it. No missile, no space shield, no planetary defense system stands a chance against an object that may not even be bound by the laws of physics as we know them. If a black hole is deaf by gravity, then a white hole is deaf by chaos. And if one ever opened near Earth, survival wouldn't be measured in days, it would be measured in minutes. Part 3. Could white holes actually exist? White holes sound like something ripped straight from a sci-fi movie, but here's the twist. They're not just fiction. They're real. At least mathematically. In fact, white holes first emerged as a natural consequence of Einstein's equations of general relativity, the very same math that predicted black holes in the first place. But there's a catch. Unlike black holes, which we've directly observed through gravitational waves, orbital motion, and even a photograph of their event horizon, white holes remain purely theoretical. No telescope has ever caught one in action. Not yet. Still, the clues might be out there. In 2006, astronomers witnessed a bizarre gamma ray burst, GRB 060614. It lasted around 100 seconds and had no fading afterglow, which is typical of a black hole. This led some scientists to wonder, were we seeing the brief birth and death of a white hole? Other theories go even further. Some physicists now believe that white holes could actually be the final stage of a black hole. Over billions of years, as the black hole evaporates via Hawking radiation, it could just maybe explode in one last act of defiance. As a white hole, ejecting everything it once devoured. But wait, there's more. Some propose that white holes might be connected to black holes via wormholes, creating a kind of cosmic tunnel between distant regions of space or even different universes. In that model, falling into a black hole could mean being launched out the other side, through a white hole. And here's the most mind-bending idea of all. Some scientists believe that our entire universe may have emerged from a white hole, the white hole from the instant of the Big Bang. So while no one's seen a white hole yet, the math works, the clues are mounting, and the implications are staggering. If white holes are real, they could hold the answers to how our universe began, or how it might end. Part 4. What if Earth fell into a white hole's orbit? Let's say the white hole doesn't destroy us instantly. Instead, Earth gets caught in its gravitational influence, locked into a chaotic decaying orbit. At first, it might seem stable, but the effects would build quickly and catastrophically. Unlike the calm, circular orbit we enjoy around the Sun, this one would be unstable, turbulent, and incredibly violent. The white hole would be spewing out matter and radiation at nearly the speed of light. That means Earth would constantly be bombarded by high-energy particles and cosmic debris in the size of skyscrapers. These collisions would rip open the atmosphere, raise global temperatures, and set entire continents ablaze. Earthquakes and supervolcanoes would erupt due to tidal stresses, as the planet is pulled and twisted by the gravitational push-pull of the white hole. Even if we somehow survived the radiation and debris, we'd be in for a slow-motion death spiral. The white hole's energy would gradually destabilize Earth's rotation and axial tilt. Our seasons would go haywire, the oceans could boil, and eventually, Earth could be torn apart, reduced to dust and rock, joining the violent storm of matter orbiting this cosmic anomaly. It wouldn't be an instant apocalypse. It would be a drawn-out planetary unraveling. Part 5. Could we travel through a white hole? Now here's a thought that bends the mind. What if, instead of destroying us, the white hole offered us a way out? Could it be a cosmic doorway, tunnel to another corner of the universe, or maybe even to a parallel reality? Some physicists theorize that white holes could be connected to black holes through wormholes, bridges in spacetime that link two distant points. That means falling into a black hole might not be the end, but rather a beginning. The other side, a white hole ejecting matter into some far-off galaxy or an entirely different universe with new laws of physics. But here's the catch. Wormholes would be wildly unstable. One tiny disturbance and the whole tunnel could collapse, shredding anything inside. And that's assuming you could even survive spaghettification just getting into the black hole in the first place. Still, the possibility is tantalizing. A one-way ticket to somewhere else, somewhere unknown. If white holes do exist and are reachable, they could be the universe's ultimate escape hatch, or its most elaborate trap. Part 6. What comes next? A white hole near Earth would rewrite everything we thought we knew about time, space, and our place in the cosmos. Would it be a death sentence, a rebirth, or the beginning of something far stranger than we can imagine? One thing's certain, if such a gateway truly exists, it's not just a threat, it's an invitation to step beyond the edge of science into the unknown. So the real question isn't what happens if a white hole opens near Earth, it's what happens if we go through it.